Begin in Abuja, where the recent attacks by terrorists in some parts of the country seem to be getting more attention of the government. So, to nip the worsening insecurity in the bud, the National Security Council says it will consider a nationwide restriction and halt the distribution of motorcycles as a means of cutting sources of funding for terrorists. TVC News' Femi Akonde has more.
The second Security Council meeting in 2 weeks. Another opportunity for the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces to appraise the security situation in the country, take action, and make recommendations. This time it appears far-reaching measures will be taken that may have a direct implication on security across the country. The federal government is considering restricting the use and distribution of motorcycles, which is a major means of logistics for terrorists and bandits.
Was extensively deliberated often as to what needs to be done for the purpose of ensuring that their means of logistics are indeed adequately considered and the necessary steps are taken in degrading their capacity to move around.
The Security Council also considered a possible ban on mining activities as a way to suppress the source of funding for bandits and terrorists. It appears these mines have become the playground for criminals and has forced investors to leave the sector.
Government is looking at what measures to take in terms of addressing, bridging, and blocking associated source of funding, including payment for ransom, and indeed the mining activities, and the possibility or otherwise of suspending for the time being mining activities.
The Minister of Interior disclosed that a preliminary report of the attack on the Kuje Correctional Facility is on the President's desk.
Sufficient efforts at intelligence were made, but unfortunately those of you who accompanied me when I visited the place will show that I said very clearly that we had some problem with the will to hurt, and that is how I want to say. I'm not blaming anybody.
The enactment of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act, signed by President Muhammadu Buhari in May this year, will now provide a legal framework for the federal government to tackle banditry and terrorism on all fronts, especially stopping the cash flow to terrorists, apprehend and prosecute their financiers. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.